welcome to Pakistani Profiles. A lot is being done, not just in our country, Pakistan, but also in the global world. Not only by people coming from the developed countries, but also the developing countries. When talking about developing countries, a major part of it is South Asian. A project by the name of Mangoes is being carried out right now in Canada, where the South Asians are being brought in the limelight to be given a title not just being South Asians, but also being global citizens. I have with me Kristie Young, a member of this project Mangoes. Let's come and have a detailed talk about what exactly is being done right now and what's her contribution in it. Hi, Kristie.
Hi.
Good to have you on our show.
Thank you for having me.
So, Kristie, tell me more about the project being done right now, Mangoes. What's the mission? What's the objective? What all is being done? What's the concept? What's the idea behind it?
So basically, Mangoes is a mini-series that was put together, and it kind of, my work specifically was around the soundtrack itself.
Right.
But the series and the soundtrack both carry the same message in that, raising awareness about the global citizen.
Right.
And crossing boundaries and that kind of thing. And the idea behind it is to kind of almost shed stereotypes and realize that when you do sit next to somebody, and speak to them, then you're kind of shedding that stereotype and you're getting to know the person behind it.
Right.
And Mangoes is really about common people getting together and finding the similarities between them instead of the differences that they might assume that would exist beforehand, before talking to them in the first place.
Right.
So it's really about getting to know, individuals across cultures, and really just telling the story of yourself and people from all around the world. Kind of, Mangoes is based in Toronto, so it's people all around the world getting together to celebrate, each other's cultures.
Right. So basically, it's a platform for all those individuals who want to do something, or just being brought on the limelight, basically.
Absolutely.
And it's for the common people, not the celebrities.
Common people.
Right. So, Kristie, tell me more. What is being done right now? What all projects are being carried out under the banner Mangoes?
I'm sorry?
What all projects are being carried out under this banner right now?
So, I'm sorry, it's kind of cutting out, the Skype.
Right now, Mangoes, right now, what projects are being carried out?
Oh, okay. Well, currently, the series is being prepped to air.
Yeah.
And currently, the project that's kind of been launched recently is the title soundtrack of the series, and it's called Kedena, and it's actually Alamgir's song.
Right.
That I kind of revamped here, and it's the title song for the series, and it kind of it represents what the series is about.
Okay.
And it's about me, from my culture, paying tribute to a Pakistani pop sensation, basically. And, just paying respect and paying tribute to another culture, as well as a musician myself, as a young artist.
Right.
Paying tribute to, someone who's been a pioneer in pop music in Pakistan, and recognizing that, now that he started so many years ago.
Right.
And me starting off now, it's kind of my little tribute to him, to say thank you for all of the work that you've done and for contributing to music the way that you have, and that I'm here to support you as a young artist to keep going, kind of thing.
Right. So, Kristie, I'm guessing this song was done in Urdu, and you being from Canada and being a Chinese, how was the whole experience of learning this Urdu and then actually doing a song for a great performer and an artist, Alamgir?
It was a really, really great experience. When I had first heard the song, I thought it was beautiful, first of all. Melodically, everything. And the whole meaning behind the song, too, is beautiful, and it really touches me.
Right.
And learning Urdu was definitely a challenge at the beginning, but I think that just like how I learn other languages, I just listened to Alamgir sing over and over again.
Right.
And I began to follow along with him with the lyrics, and kind of learn it on my own in that sense. And then when we got into the recording studio, Adil was there Adil Suwardi, who is a producer of the TV series and an actor as well, he really helped me with the specific pronunciation that I didn't necessarily hear because it's not part of my native tongue. Him, as well as Nick Chaulia, who was the producer of the track, who really helped me kind of get more in touch with the language itself and with the pronunciation that I might not have otherwise been able to catch. So it was really a great learning experience, and I had a lot of fun with the track.
So what do you feel about a language Urdu? I'm sure it must have been a bit difficult, you know?
I don't know how to say it, but like, I'm very musical, and you know that. And so when a language goes well with melodies, it really impresses me, and that's when I fall in love with the language. And for Urdu, for me, you know, it's very poetic. It goes well with melodies, and it works well, especially in Alamgir's song. Yeah. It works well to the point where, you know, you kind of understand the whole idea behind linguistics. Is that language is built around the culture, right? Right. And so with that, it kind of tells me something about the culture when I just hear the language, and that it's soft, and that it's beautiful and poetic, and has kind of that romantic type of feel to it. Like that tells me a lot about the culture, and it was really enjoyable to learn Urdu because I really related to it in the sense that it had that romantic kind of melodic tonality. Yeah. So I think guess music is one form where, you know, you can know more cultures, you know exactly what's happening, a lot of learning in that. So was that your motive behind that? My motive behind learning Urdu? Yeah. Learning about Urdu, learning about our culture. Definitely. I think that it was a really good opportunity that came my way. To be honest, you know, previously I had never heard Urdu before, and I had never really immersed myself in Pakistan culture. And to be able to be a part of this project was a really big eye-opener for me, but it also taught me a lot about not only your culture, but also about my own, and how mine relates to yours, in that there's so many similarities. And especially if you bring it together with music, you know, music is that universal language that unite different cultures, and I think in that sense it was kind of a perfect fit, and I'm really happy that I was able to have this opportunity to learn more about Pakistan and about Urdu and about the whole culture and everything. Right. So Kristie, talking about mangoes again, are you the only foreigner being part of this whole project, or are there other foreigners from other countries? There are definitely other characters in the series itself. Right. I'm not in the series, but I'm part of the soundtrack, of course. Okay. But in the series itself, there are definitely characters that come from different cultures. Okay. European characters, as well as, you know, Canadian characters, and that kind of thing. And that's what it's all about. And you can see it in the series that it's all very obvious. Yeah. Right. So, Kristie, tell me, what's the future plan? Where does the project want to go? Where do they want to proceed? What do they want to basically do in future, in the coming years? Right now, currently, you guys have done this one project, Keh Dena, which is like a tribute to Alamgir. What more is being done? What more do you want to do? Well, basically, the whole idea behind Keh Dena, like I said, was to be the title song for this series, and to raise awareness about the whole idea of the global citizen. But on top of that, it's more of a tribute from me to Alamgir, who is this amazing individual, and you know, I met him you know, a few months ago when we were filming the video, and he touched me in such a way that, you know, not only did I get to film with this icon, he taught me a lot about music, about passion, about, you know, loving what you do, and seeing that made me feel a lot closer to him. Right. And so, you know, the other side of this project is to help him. I mean, Alamgir is going through some health problems. Both his kidneys have failed. Yeah. And he's going through dialysis about 3 times a week. He's waiting for a transplant. I know 2 of his fans have already come forward to donate something, so they're going through testing right now, but you know, it's a costly thing for dialysis. Right. And it's, you know, it's not easy for him to go through it, and I just want to support him in any way that we can. And this song not only is a tribute to him, but it's also for me to, a way for me to support him in other ways. So beyond kind of sending him my prayers and hoping that people will support in any other way, this Mangoes has set up a health fund for him.
Yeah.
So it's called alamgirhealthfund.com, and basically what it is a site for people to go and donate to help Alamgir out with his health, all of that. And I think it's great to be able to pair it.
Right. Thank you so much, Kristie. I guess our whole objective of doing this and providing it to the audience that are visiting us and watching this program right now is that Alamgir has done a lot for this country. He has created the name of our country, not only in the local nations but also abroad in developed worlds all over the world. So I guess our main objective is to raise funds. It's time for us to help him. All those people,
and definitely create awareness.
Right. All those people who are interested in providing funds for his health recovery, below is the link. You can always contact here, look at the details, and provide as much as we can. Kristie, just to end this interview, can we have you sing the song that you've already done under the banners Mangoes?
Sure, I'll sing the first verse. How's that?
Sure.
कहते ना आँखों से समझ लेना बातों से कोई तो रहता है सांसों में.
Thank you so much, Kristie. That was great, and I'm so happy that you actually are very good at our language. Not everyone is, So all the best of luck for your coming projects. We hope that you guys do great, and we hope that our nation does help you with your objectives. Thank you so much, Kristie, for being part of this show.
Thank you for having me.
For more Pakistani profiles, visit our website pakistaniprofiles.com.